just off of Alvarado and Sunset, in a quiet little alleyway, there's a jewel of museum. Hey, let me in.
What's the password?
Stereoscope.
Come on in.
All right. This is my good friend Eric Curlin.
Hello.
And Eric is the director, curator, and chief cook and bottle washer at the 3D space, the Center for Stereoscopic Photography, Art, Cinema, and Education. Let's go have a look inside. Oh, wow. Eric, this place is amazing. So what gave you the idea for starting a 3D museum?
Well, I've loved 3D since I was a kid. I had a Viewmaster when I was, 5 years old, and I always closed my left eye when I looked in. I've worn glasses since I was very young. And one day when I was about 7, I opened my left eye while I was looking into the Viewmaster, and the picture literally popped into 3D, and I was hooked. But it was another 30 years before I realized I could make my own 3D, and there weren't that many resources out there to learn about how 3D works, how you make 3D images, and so on. So after I'd worked professionally as a stereographer for several years, I decided to start 3D Space as a nonprofit dedicated to the art, science, and history of all things 3D.
And you've acquired quite a collection here of things. Tell us about just a few of them. For instance, I see a stereoscope right there.
Oh, sure.
There's a whole bunch of lenticulars that look absolutely amazing.
Well, part of our goal here at 3D Space is to cover everything stereoscopic. I like to say if you see depth in it with 2 eyes, it's part of what we cover. So we have everything from vintage 3D going all the way back to the 1800s, all the way up to the latest digital technologies. And our starter museum here, it's a gallery space where every 2 to 3 months we rotate in a brand new exhibit.
Now, a little bit about stereoscopic. How far back does it go?
3D actually has its roots around the same time as the beginning of photography. Back in 1838, a British scientist named Charles Wheatstone was the first to theorize and actually write down that we see depth in stereo because we've got 2 eyes set about 2.5 inches apart that see 2 slightly different views of the world. He theorized that we take those 2 different views and fuse them together in our brain into one image, and that the parallax differences between what we see in our left eye and right eye become the depth. And he proved it by building the first stereoscope. He built a device that used a pair of mirrors to allow your left eye to look at one drawing and your right eye to look at a second drawing. The drawings were drawn from 2 different perspectives, and he proved with that we actually could see depth from 2 flat images.
That's so cool.
In fact, he coined the term stereoscopic, which comes from the Greek scopic, meaning to see, and stereo meaning solid. So stereoscopic actually means to see something solid or to see something real.
That's excellent. Come here, see this for yourselves because it's just fantastic.
Yeah, if you'd like to learn more about the museum, you can visit our website. It's 3-dspace.org.